Hello, everyone, and welcome. So, this is my first installment as a chess player. I love chess. Um, I play it just for fun, kind of, but I don't know. I play it kind of competitively with my friends. I like to think I'm good, but I'm probably not realistically. Let's just be honest. I'm rated around like 1500. I was above 1500, but then like I lost a bunch. So now I'm like 1490. So I thought it would be fun to do some puzzles. So this is Puzzle Rush on chess.com. And how it works is you just go through a ton of puzzles, as many as you can in any given time limit. You can do like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or unlimited time. This is unlimited time. I believe it's called Survival. So I thought this would be kind of fun. If you're higher than 1500, I think this could be kind of like a comedic thing. Like you can see what a 1500 would miss, and if you're lower than 1500, then this can be kind of be a learning experience. I'm kind of just gonna be, you know, telling you what I see in the given positions, um, and we're gonna do this in one cut. See how bad or good I do. My highest score is 31, but that doesn't happen very often. My average is probably somewhere in like the mid to late 20s. Um, so yeah, here we go. So in this first position, um, oh geez, already going pretty smoothly. I love how oh my god, I was just like talking for a minute, and I wasn't even looking at this. I probably should have been looking at this at the same time, so I don't look like an idiot. Okay, so I'm gonna be losing a rook here. The knight, the horsey moves in like L shapes. So right now I'm in check. So the only thing I can do is either move the king or capture it. I think I'm gonna capture it. Because I don't want to lose a rook. So we're gonna capture. Okay, that was right. This is just like a checkmate in three. Um, this king is inconveniently on the back rank, so and his bishop and rook aren't very coordinated here. So you're gonna see I'm gonna move the rook to c1, and then he's gonna block with the bishop, and then he could also block with the rook, but that wouldn't have mattered. This is just a checkmate in one. Yes. Bam. So good. Okay, so we just lost our rook. Feels bad. But this is also just checkmate in one. Yeah. Yeah, these first puzzles are really easy. But it ramps up pretty quick. So this is like an endgame puzzle. Oh, geez. I need to use the brain now. So I'm white, and I'm going up to the 8th rank. I think what I want to do is capture the pawn on d5 with my king. And that's really nice because then my pawn's protected. Yeah, I think this is right. Yeah, because yeah, I'm gonna be the first one to queen. Okay, now I move the king up. Yeah, I'm the first to queen here. So I give him a check. Yeah, and that's winning for me because the queen would always be able to capture the pawn there, I think, from my noob understanding. Alright, so this is an awkward position for me. Okay, I think I got it. So this king is about to get back ranked, but it's a little bit different because this rook can block, and the reason why the rook can block me is because it's going to be protected by the bishop. So watch. But now there's a problem. So right now I can just capture it, and it doesn't matter because I can still get a back rank mate. That's funny. Okay. Wait, did he just... Oh, okay, so he captured a pawn. And now my queen is under attack. Very unfortunate. Okay, so the first thing that pops to my eye is that the knight can take the pawn on a7. That is the first thing I see. And the reason why that's really good is because I can put him in check and then take the bishop that's putting my queen under attack, like for free basically. Because, or well, now that I'm thinking about it, not really, but my rationale is that I take the pawn here on a7. Wait, can I draw arrows? I always see the chess streamers do that. Oh, okay, I can do that. Yeah, so I can take the pawn there. But then I think the problem is that the king can either move to b8 or b7. And if it moves to b7, then I only win a pawn because then like I can take the bishop, but then he can take the bishop back with the queen and then the king. So then I would only be winning a pawn. But then like the second thought is that I can take the bishop with the queen, and it looks like a queen sack, but not really, because then he can take it, but then I can put him in check and then take that way. So like reverse the turn order. Oh jeez. So which one do I think is right? Is the question. Options, options, options. I mean, my first instinct was taking the pawn with the knight, and I do believe that that could be it, like deep in my heart. Another thing I see is that like I can put my bishop on e7, but like, and that's a nice like skewer there, but I can't really take advantage of it now. I think that's just like seeing nothing. Okay, we're just gonna do it. We're gonna take with the knight. Oh, it was right. Okay, but it's not over. So like this is the tricky part. So okay, now that I look at it from this position, I actually think I want to take the bishop with the knight, because then he's forced to take it with the queen, right? So, but if he takes with the queen, then I can move the bishop to d5, and then like he's gonna lose his queen, right? Because he can't move his bishop out of the way of the king. I actually think this is right. I think you need to take it with the knight. Oh my god, I'm so good. Okay, this is a checkmate in one. Don't be fooled by this counter gambit here. This is just straight up a checkmate in one. Chess.com does this all the time. Okay. Oh wow, this is kind of sketchy. So, what is really unfortunate here is that my king is like really far away. But I think I know what to do. I think I need to push this pawn forward. Yeah. So now, what was so brilliant about that is that, so you can push the pawn, right? And then white has two options. White can either take this pawn, or it can take what it could do what it just did. It can like take that pawn. But now like I can just march forward here and just win. Okay. Doing surprisingly well. Only on puzzle 9 though. I feel like talking out loud really makes this process take a lot longer. Okay, but this one's easy. Yeah, you just straight up win a queen. This is just checkmate in one. Don't get fooled. Okay, so you can move the queen here, and then you can do a little queen sack here for a quick checkmate. This is just a checkmate in one. Easy. So, yeah. Triple pawns, and he also has double pawns. A little awkward. And I am one square away from promotion, but he's also like about to checkmate me. He's pretty close. He needs like 2 more moves. What my brain wants me to do? I can like move the rook over here. I can eliminate one of the rooks, and then I'd be guaranteed to get a pawn promotion, right? And he like has to deal with that. He can't block that check or anything. And in my heart, I think this is right because I don't think promoting the pawn is going to do anything because then like he can start giving me crazy checks, right? Like he can move his rook down here, for example. So I think in my heart, I believe this is right. Cool. And now like I pretty much have to promote here, otherwise he can block it with his rook later on. Okay. So now it's not looking too obvious. But what I do see is the knight move here, because this queen kind of like laser beams in here. So it can only move here. The king can only move here, basically. Yeah, I like that, because then I think the queen can go to d7 here after you move the knight. I think this is right. Yeah, this is a win here. No misclicks so far, which I'm very thrilled about. Okay. Oh man, this is dirty. Okay, so the knight is like really dangerous here. We're gonna hit the royal fork here, I believe. I don't see any checkmates. Yeah, so you win a queen there. Okay, I see it here. So my first instinct was like queen sack here, but then that was like, oh no, that's stupid, because like this guy's about to checkmate us, and I'm not really comfortable with that, right? And this pawn is like really nice here because it blocks the king in. So then I thought like this rook is really useful here because it blocks the king moving back here. But I think what I can do is just sacrifice here, and then I can move in the queen for free, and then this is just checkmate here. Okay, cruising along, making my way downtown. Okay, so I have an idea here. I think I can move my bishop here because then like my queen can potentially checkmate there. And I don't think he has any way to like avoid that. I think the best option for him, for white here, would be to like sack his bishop, right? He can like move his queen to f7, and then I can take him, and then he would only be losing the bishop instead of the queen. I do think that the right answer is this. Yeah. And then so he's only losing a bishop instead of the queen. Wow, we are down a lot of material here. I don't really feel threatened by this pawn yet. Isn't? Yeah, this is a checkmate. Yeah. Okay. Don't be fooled, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay. So this is a pretty creative puzzle. So the first thing I saw was taking the bishop taking that pawn with check, right? But the problem is that he just moved his rook to defend his bishop. But what we can do is we can just take this bishop, and now I don't know if you can see the problem here is that we can just take this pawn and then win the rook. That is a good puzzle. Okay, so we're black. Oh, so black is in a bit of a predicament here. So we're gonna gain opposition here. Check this out. Yeah. So now we can just take his pawn here, and I think now we want to take this pawn as well. Now I want to be careful. So the only way I can lose this, or well, I wouldn't be losing it, but I can cause a draw here if he gets to this corner over here. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, sorry there. I hit the back, or I didn't hit the backspace button, but I scrolled away. So we're gonna get back to where we were. Okay. So I don't want to let him get to the back corner over here. So I want to take the pawn, and then I think I just want to go here. Yeah, now we just win. Okay. We win a piece here. We can fork. We want to take. I think we want to take with the rook here, because if I take the knight with the bishop, then he can just take my rook with his pawn that he just pushed. Yeah. Another endgame puzzle. I think this is easy, right? I can just move the queen here. Push the pawn. And I don't see why... Whoops, oh my god, do not move the queen. I don't see why this isn't checkmate. Wait, arrow? There we go. I don't see why that's not checkmate. Okay. Okay, so first thing I see is that... So this king is safe, right? The black king. But I think I can move my king forward, and then this guy's in like a lot of trouble. Because his rook can't really like... There's no easy way for his rook. Actually, I don't want to say there's no... I don't think there's any way that the rook can save the king right now. If I move to G6. Like, he can't put me in check at all. He can't block or take my rook. I think this is good. Yeah. So he can block, but like I can just take it. Ooh, geez, 24. Looking pretty good. So many bishops in one place. Wow. I mean, one thing that I like, I don't think it's right, but one thing I do like is that I can push this pawn forward. And then, like, like my thoughts, if I was playing this in a game, I would want to win these pawns on the left side of the board, on the queen side. Or king side, yeah. So, like, pawn to h5 speaks to me, because, like, he can ignore it for sure, but he can either capture that, and then I can take the f5 pawn, or he can, like, push it forward, and then I can just take the pawn that he pushed forward. I don't think that's right, though. I feel like that's too slow. You know? But, like, this bishop feels really trapped, and I don't know what, like, it can move. It has two moves, but, like, one of them is useless, right? Like, the bishop to a2 is useless, and bishop to c2 doesn't really do anything because... I don't know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. I think I got it. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh my god. Wait, what do I do now? um, Wait, I think I just move here and he can't stop it. Yeah, because I can just go here now. Oh my god, that was a beautiful checkmate. Um, this puzzle like feels too easy, right? So I think the trick here is that like they want you to take the knight here. Okay, well, another problem is that like I'm under some grave danger here because he's a move away from checkmate. He takes my rook on e1, and I lose. I don't think I want to take the knight because then I just lose, right? I think that's the trick. I think you want to push it because then like I have that queen battery on the g7 pawn. I think I want to push it because then he would be forced to move. He could either take the pawn or move to I'm sorry, to f8. I think that's right. Okay. Now we do this. Oh, and now we just win. Ooh. We have to start using the brain now. Wait, what did we just lose? We just lost a rook. I would assume we lost the exchange, but I don't know. Looks like it. Yeah, we're only down a couple points. So, I mean, obvious first instinct is to go here, right? But I don't really have a follow-up because he like pretty easily just goes in here. But I can move my I can move my bishop over here, and then I have a threat. And if he, oh my god, this is dirty. So he's gonna be on h1, right? And I think what he might do after I move the bishop to h3, he might move the rook over here. But check this out. I can move the knight here, and that's a checkmate in one. That's so dirty. That's so dirty. Oh wait, he just okay. He didn't want to get checkmated with the knight. All right, number 27. Getting pretty difficult. I can't gain opposition. The old bad man. So, first instinct is to give a check. So, I mean, I'm pretty close to promotion, right? I mean, I'm 2 squares away. So, I feel like in my mind, automatically I have 2 options, right? I can either push the pawn 1, but I feel like I don't want to do that. Because then he's like free to give me a check. But like another problem I see is that if I give him a check on h1, like what's my follow-up, you know? Because like he only has 1 move, and it's to move here, and like he's pretty safe there. Right, like I can give another check on g1. Like I don't really know what my game plan would be there. I feel like going after the pawn on f3 is pretty pointless as well. Maybe I feel like my king's just too far away. Maybe you do want to push the pawn, right? Because like if he gives me a check, like I don't mind. Wait here, let me clear the board here. Like if he gives me a check here, like I'm pretty happy going up here, right? Because then I have a checkmate threat. He needs to give me another check. So he's just gonna go back to where he was. But from there I can just go up and win the pawn. I think, you know what, on second thought, I think I do want to push the pawn. Okay. Oh, okay, now we just win. So the trick here, I think we need to move the rook with check because now he needs to like deal with that check, right? Because then if we move the rook just anywhere aside from g1, then he can just take the pawn for free. Yeah, that's right. Jeez, I'm getting nervous, man. I feel like talking out your moves like actually helps. Let me know like in the comments if you agree, or like if you've never done that. Are you like impressed with like how well I'm doing? Because right now I'm pretty impressed with myself. I'm not gonna lie to the people. Because usually like I mean I've gotten 28 right. Like usually when I get to 31 or to 30, like I usually have a couple wrong by the time I get there, and then like I'll get 30, and then I'll get the 31st one wrong. But like I have 0. I mean I'm not trying to drink myself or anything, because I mean chances are now that I said it I'm probably gonna get it wrong. Okay, this one seems easy to me. I think we move the queen up one, and this is really good because we're threatening checkmate here, and we're also threatening the rook. So that feels like, in my heart, that feels right. Oh no, it was wrong. Okay. For all you smart people out there, let me know what the answer actually was, because I have no idea. That really felt good. Okay. Moving on. Okay, I think I know this. So I think, so once, okay, I feel like I want to move this rook to f1, because then the king is forced into that corner. And then I can move my rook here, and then he's going to take it, and then I'm going to push the pawn for the easy dub. Whew, okay, feels good, feels good. Getting a little nervous, not going to lie. Okay, first instinct, I really, really like, whoops, there we go. I really like that pawn push to d5. But like, problem I see is that it's like it's defended 3 times, and or I'm sorry, it's being attacked. If I push it, it's being attacked 3 times by pawn, queen, knight, and then I only have like 2 defenders. But like maybe this bishop on my side could be a threat. Like I get to a point where it's the queen, and then I can have like a discovery. Like I can move this knight anywhere. So that's my first instinct. Also, I like when I push the pawn, if he takes it with his pawn, then this bishop would be pinned. I do like that. I feel like I have a lot of options here. Maybe, okay. Another thing I like, wait, hold on, I like knight here, because it's attacking these 2 things, and if he takes the knight with his knight, then like I can take his bishop. But I feel like that still comes out as an even trade. You know? That move feels right though. Because that kind of seems forced. Because if he moves his queen anywhere, like he can't move his queen anywhere, basically. because then I would just capture his knight with my knight, and then if he moves it to a dark square, like if he moves his queen here, let me clear this. If he moves his queen here, then my bishop would be attacking that after I move the knight. I like this move. Yes. Okay, well now I have another predicament. I can take here. I can take this, or I can take this with the bishop, or with the rook. Okay, I have a lot of options here. I think taking with the pawn here is correct. No. I really thought that was right because I would offer him a queen trade, and even if he took that, that would be fine. And then we would probably trade bishops, but he would still have to deal with the knight because the knight would be like being attacked by a pawn. That's why I like that move. It was not correct though. Okay, so one thing I immediately see is that my king can take this rook, but there's a pawn here protecting it. So the first thing I saw was that my rook could take the pawn, but then like the pawn could just take his. Yeah, his king would take the pawn or take the rook, and then he would be defending his rook. So that was kind of pointless. Um, but I think what I do like is that I can move the rook here, and then I can just eliminate this rook entirely. He would be forced to take this. Or well, he's not forced, but I would take his rook the next turn. And then like this pawn can just march up the board pretty freely. Yes. Am I free to just push? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 5 moves away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's 6 moves away. Does that mean I'm good? Yes. Yeah. It's never too late to mess up, folks. Okay. So obvious move is just move the horse, right? That's the obvious. Yeah, because like this rook coming in would kind of mess up my day. If I don't give him a check, I would have to move and I would lose all my tempo. And he would have like another guaranteed check um, coming here. Oh, actually no. Forget everything I just said. If he moves the rook here, he would just win my rook. Forget everything I just said. I do not. I think I need to give a check here, or like move the king, or like move the king out here or something. But like, what's my follow up? Because he could just move here, and then I move here. He will be forced on the back rank, right? That's pretty good. I like that. Yeah, I think this is right. Now what? Do I take this pawn? Yes. 31. My gosh, we're really making our rounds here. Huh. Okay, so first instinct is to just move the rook there. Oh, there you go. Move the rook there, and then we would just trade rooks, and then I would still end up with this rook over here. And then these two rooks just wouldn't exist. Just forget they exist. So I would have a rook on f8, and then wait, yeah. So this king would be forced here. Yeah, I like this. Because then I can move my queen here. Or I could just, could just take the free thing over there. Oh, wait, no, that would be my follow-up. Oh my gosh, scratch that. If I move the queen here, he would be forced to move this pawn up, because then he'd be checkmated. And then I can take here, and then that's checkmate. Easy. Dude, chess is so easy. For all the haters out there, chess is so easy. So that's a 1500 who stinks at the game. Okay. Okay, first instinct is to clearly push the pawn here. I feel like I have no reason to not do that. Right? I also saw this, but then I was like, hey, there's a bishop over here. So don't do that. Please don't blunder your rooks. Your rooks love you. Oh. Ooh. Okay, scratch all that. Check out this dirty, dirty tactic. So if I move the rook here, let's say this bishop didn't exist. Let's say that bishop doesn't exist. If I move the rook from where it is now to here, then that would be checkmate. If this bishop didn't exist. Now, if this bishop didn't exist, what else would be checkmate? I ask you. This would be checkmate, because these two pawns block the king's escape squares. So since we have two checkmates, I think we can do this, and then this is checkmate. Look at me go! Oh my gosh, dude. I swear, recording this actually makes you smarter. Or not smarter, but like you like before you do things you like think, and then by talking you actually like make smart decisions. Okay, so this pawn is pinned. That's the first thing I see. This rook is pinned. Wait, can I? Oh, you can't highlight that. Oh, now I can. That rook is also pinned. So like, what's stopping me from just doing this? Nothing. I feel like what I might want to do is maybe go here first. I don't like that though, because like on one hand he could go here with his rook and that would be really good for me, but he could just go here and that would be pretty bad for me. I could also just do this, push my pawn, but that seems kind of pointless, I'm not gonna lie. But if he takes the pawn, wait, I think this is right. So if he takes the pawn, then I can move my rook over here, and then I would win a queen. But if he doesn't take it, like if he moves to h8, then I have a checkmate in 2. And if he moves it to f8, then I get a new queen. Or I don't get a new queen, but wait. So how would that be good? Yeah, I think if he moves to f8, then I lose. Maybe I would still move my rook here to defend it, and then like make a queen the next turn. I do believe that's right. No, dude. I really thought. Average time proposal, 1 minute and 11 seconds. That's absurd. So how come that's not right? Oh, I swear. Is this right? Oh, I can't tell. Maybe this is right. Maybe I was just overthinking it. But like, so like the reason why I didn't do this is because in my head, if he just goes here, then like he's good, right? Like there's nothing I can. Oh my god, people, people, I blundered. If he goes here, then I just do this. Wait, if I go here and he goes here, then I just take the rook because it's defended. Oh my god. Wait, what if he goes here? What do I do then? Just here, right? Oh my god, I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself. Okay, well, on that note, we are going to conclude this video. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I had a great time making it. I love doing puzzles. Let me know if you also want to see some games. I'm rated. I think I'm like 14.95 right now. Um, so maybe we can do some kind of progression thing, like, oh, how high can I get my rating? Um, but yeah, maybe I'll do this again in the future. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. But from here, I'm gonna set off, and I will see you all next time.